So good evening, welcome back to the channel. We have Tommy with us. Tommy, how are you doing, mate?
Yeah, it's all good, mate. Thank you.
Good.
How are you doing? You okay?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Nice day off today, obviously after last night. But what we'll do, we'll get into it. We'll talk about Saturday against Stansted. So interesting. We turn up there. What are your thoughts, obviously, when we get there and see the pitch, mate?
Yeah, I think it was one of those where I think in maybe 11, 12 years in football, I think it's probably the worst surface and worst surroundings that I've probably been to. So straight away, I get there and I'm thinking, right, today's about character. It's about character. Who's gonna roll their sleeves up when it gets tough, and it kind of you kind of get to know the group a bit more. You find out things, but you know what, it is what it is. I'm not moaning about it. It's the same, and unfortunately, it's always no excuses on my front. I'm not going to blame the pitch or blame the surroundings for the result. It was just a case of I felt like they were more a group of men that dealt with the conditions a bit better than we did.
Yeah, well, as I say, first half, I feel that we were pretty on top. Started playing some really nice football, took the lead. What do you think was the difference between the first and the second half?
Mate, honestly, I thought the first half, I thought we were very bright. I thought we were very energetic. I thought we played in the front foot. The only time they really looked like they were going to score was from a set play or a throw in. And I felt, we go 1-0 up, and it probably shows the age of the squad with the second goal we concede. It is a little bit criminal in the goal. We've just gone 1-0 up. We've worked so hard to go 1-0 up, and we concede such a poor. Like, first of all, I don't think it's a foul. I honestly don't. I don't think it's a foul. And I'm not going to sit here and get started on the referee, but we've got to deal with it. We've got to accept the decision. We've kind of not accepted it, kind of argued a little bit, and they've kind of got us on the quickly, and we've just not adapted. We've not adjusted to the situation. So it's such a poor goal to go 1-1. And then again, 5 minutes later, again, my opinion, I don't feel like it's an offside goal. We go 2-1 up, another great header from Rory, kind of like a dummy of the first one. And suddenly he's put his flag up, which, again, for me, is not offsides. So you go 1-1 at half time. For me, I'm thinking, yeah, we've got them. We've got them here. We're on top. We're creating a lot better chances. We're controlling the game. And in the second half, we were just a bit flat. I think what we've got to remember is a lot of the boys I've brought in, they've all played levels above, but they're not fit at the minute. Kai, he hasn't played since last July. Zach hasn't played since September. Ryan hasn't played since September. So there was quite a few boys in there that hadn't played, and a lot of the boys hadn't played in 4 weeks. That was their first game in 4 weeks. So I felt like you could see that in the second half, our energy levels kind of dropped a little bit, and we weren't really on the front foot. I'll be honest, I think the second half was one of the worst halves of football I've seen in a long time from both teams. And I think the decision from the referee to award a free kick or indirect free kick it's killed the game. It really has killed the game. Again, I don't know what he's seen from there. Even the liner on my side, he couldn't answer me. But unfortunately, it's kind of changed the swing of the game, and we've kind of gone at them, and then they've caught us again on the counter attack for the third goal. But you know what? I learned a lot. Learned a lot about the game. Learned a lot about the boys. So yeah, you got to see positives and negatives from the game.
Definitely, and we'll talk about the behind closed doors friendly we had last night. We can definitely see how you want to implement and what you want to implement to the boys, and we saw that from the result last night. So just tell us a bit about last night, mate.
Yeah, so I think obviously off the back of Saturday, I felt like, and even myself, I was very down after the game. I was very, I had a lot of people you speak to, they do tell you, as a player, you play and then you go home and forget about it. As a manager, you're you take it a lot more personal in a way. So I felt like it was very important to get a friendly, so I could get kind of into the boys and like them to understand what I want from them, because the way we're going to play is going to be completely different to the way they've been playing under the previous manager. And the boys I'm bringing in, they need minutes, they need to get fit. So you can do as much training as you want, but getting them match fit, you do that by playing games. So last night I did 2 11s, just to kind of have a look at everyone and give everyone a fair chance. And I feel like if you were at the game last night, as I said to the board after the game, I felt like it looked like a Tommy Cooney team, if that made sense. We were very aggressive from the front. We were very kind of on top of them straight away. Didn't give them a chance to kind of think about it. Pressed very, very high up the pitch. 1v1, we were quite strong in our battles, and then we were very expansive going forward. Get the ball forward as quick as possible. Get balls in the box. And I honestly think, I'm not exaggerating here, I think we had 20 shots plus last night between both halves. We could have won 6-7-1. But unfortunately, that's the difference, and that's where we've got to switch on, where we're 2-1 up, and I've got people trying to play on the edge of my box. So we just need to be a bit smarter there, where, treat it like a league game, because in a league game, you shouldn't be doing that. And again, the goals come from a sloppy mistake, individual error. They've not cut us open. We've kind of dallied about at the back. And we've just not dealt with it, and this is what I said to my players: defend first, play second. But no, I was a lot more positive. I came away with thinking, you know what, the boys have really took on board what I've said, the way we'll play this season. Look, the boys need to get fitter. It's not a case of last night was the end goal. It was sloppy at times, but I could see what we were trying to do. Yeah, you could definitely tell. Sorry, mate. You could definitely tell off the back of last night how we want to play going forward. And yeah, I'd like to think people at the game last night would say there's a big difference between kind of like the game Tuesday and maybe like a game 3-4 weeks ago, as in the way the team play. So yeah.
No, definitely, mate. As I say, I'll let you go. I know you're a busy man, obviously, with everything coming up, obviously getting ready for the fixture on Saturday as well. So I'll let you go, mate. But thank you for your chat, and I'll catch up with you at the weekend to see how we got on.
Good, man. Look forward to it. See you Saturday.